On the day of the wedding, Kim stood in her room getting ready. As she opened her closet to get her dress, her eyes landed on a picture of Sonjin she had kept. She had thrown away all the other pictures, but for some reason, she couldn't part with this one. She picked it up and smiled, remembering the moment she had taken it, when he won a painting competition. That had been the happiest she had ever seen him, back when he was just an innocent, cheerful kid before his brother's death changed him. Life was unpredictable. She had spent years dreaming of marrying Sonjin, and now here she was, preparing to attend his wedding to someone else. Her father walked in, prompting her to quickly put the picture away. He asked if she was okay and if she truly wanted to attend the wedding with them. He acknowledged how much she had once dreamed of being with Sonjin, and asked if she was sure she could handle seeing him marry someone else. Kim smiled and assured him that she had moved on. She reminded him that she was now engaged to someone else, and that attending the wedding was simply a way of finding closure and fully accepting the situation. Her father held her hands, commending her for how much she had matured. He told her he was proud that she was now focused on helping the family instead of chasing things that wouldn't benefit her. Before leaving, he added that her mother would have been proud of her too. Kim stood there for a moment, then grabbed her dress and continued getting ready. The wedding was held at one of the most luxurious hotels in Seoul. Glamorous guests, high-profile business figures, and celebrities arrived in elegant cars, making their way to the venue. The media was present, broadcasting the event live on television and across various streaming platforms. In one of the hotel rooms, Minsu sat anxiously as she got ready. Her mother walked in and looked at her, telling her how beautiful she looked. Minsu stood up and thanked her before nervously asking if there were many guests outside. Her mother nodded, sensing her anxiety. She took Minsu's hands and held them tightly, assuring her that there was nothing to worry about, and that they would all be by her side. Minsu smiled, feeling slightly relieved. The thought of walking down the aisle in front of thousands of people, with millions more watching from their screens, terrified her. But knowing that she would be surrounded by the people she loved helped calm her nerves. Kim entered the room holding a gift. She greeted Minsu's mother, who then excused herself, leaving them alone. Kim moved closer to Minsu, complimenting her on how stunning she looked. Minsu thanked her and asked how she had managed to get into her room. Kim explained that she had asked the hotel staff. She reassured Minsu that she wasn't there to cause trouble, but wanted to see her one last time before she got married. She revealed that after her own wedding, she and her fiancé planned to relocate to the Philippines to start fresh, as their wedding would also be held there. She placed the gift on the dresser, saying it wasn't anything special, but hoped Minsu would remember her by it. Minsu smiled and wished her the best, saying it was good that she had found someone she loved and was ready to turn over a new leaf. Kim smiled, took Minsu's hands, and expressed her hope that one day, Minsu could forgive her for the past. Minsu reassured her that she understood Kim had her own struggles and that what mattered now was her willingness to change. Kim smiled once more, congratulated her, and walked out. As she made her way to the venue, she bumped into Woobin. He glared at her, commenting on how shameless she was for showing up after everything she had done. Kim smirked, remarking that he seemed to be the only one still holding a grudge when everyone else had moved on. She leaned in closer and teasingly suggested that maybe he was obsessed with her and secretly had a crush. Woobin laughed and responded that if he was obsessed with her, he must have learned it from the best. Kim smirked and walked away. As Woobin stood there, Yuna passed by, hand in hand with her boyfriend. He watched them as they walked past, then turned and headed to see Sonjin before the ceremony began.